watchers!
Hi, Mom!
Hi, all family members and friends
Yes.
and colleagues and everyone actually. What we would like to say?
Well, we would like to welcome you to the very first episode of our vlog.
Which the title is Happiness User Guide, right?
Right, and that is because we think that happiness is something that we can pursue. And we think a user's guide to happiness, to make sense of it, can help us to be happy or happier than we are without.
Exactly. And maybe shortly we will introduce ourselves and then say 3 more sentences why actually we want to do this vlog about happiness. Jasper, maybe you go first.
Okay, I thought ladies first, but I can go first.
Yeah.
Although I'm not a lady. So my name is Jasper. I come from the Netherlands, a country that is pretty happy. And about 7 years ago, 6-7 years ago, I realized that I learned everything that is important in life, but I didn't learn what happiness is. So I thought I should figure it out by myself. I started writing a blog, which is called For a State of Happiness. And I traveled around a few countries to learn more about happiness. I visited the Happiness Research Institute in Denmark. I spoke at TEDx Luxembourg. I traveled for conferences to Mexico and to Bhutan. And by speaking to a lot of people and hearing from scientists, I learned a lot about happiness. But the most important thing I learned is that I'm happy when I'm in a place where I feel good. That can be at home, it can be just sitting with a cup of coffee on the balcony and next to Anya, of course.
Thank you, Jasper. I'm also experiencing happiness when I'm sitting with Jasper on our balcony. And what about me? I'm coming from a country where I think we have the most delicious dumplings in the world, Poland. I studied psychology and that actually opened my mind and curiosity about human beings, and lately I graduated from positive psychology, which brought me even closer about the topic that we are saying here about the happiness, but at the same time how we can develop our well-being. And this is actually what we would like to talk here about, how we can experience happiness, how we can help to us, or how we can feel better. So it's about this well-being.
And we think it's particularly important because in the last 50 years, etc., especially in the West, the economies have grown a lot. We've become a lot richer, but we haven't always gotten happier. And happiness, we have a lot of mental health issues as well, at least in the West. There are some statistics that suggest that 1 out of 7 to even 1 out of 3 people during their life has the risk of having a depression. And of course, paying attention to happiness isn't going to solve all that, but I think it is going to be easier for people to navigate the world of today if they have some better idea of what makes them happy.
And
right?
It should be like that, but we need to remember what is happening there outside. The economic growth, we have Wi-Fi everywhere, we can travel almost everywhere, and we can buy so many things and still we don't experience so much joy, happiness, love. We are probably more concentrated on ourselves than on others, how to help others, how actually we can make this planet a better place. No?
So what we want to say is that happiness is a lot about paying attention to the right things, but it's not only about what I do. There is an entire scientific foundation of happiness. There is a scientific model.
Exactly. The scientific model, we are taking the source from a very famous person, Dr. Martin Seligman. He's psychologist, therapist, and actually founder of positive psychology. And I'm holding his book here with the title of Flourish. If you would like to read it, please do it. It's really interesting. And here he described the whole model of PERMA. And shortly we'll say what is PERMA. It's not hocus pocus. It's quite simple. P stands from positive emotions.
Yes. The E for engagement.
R, relationships.
M is for meaning.
A,
Is for accomplishments.
yes, exactly. We will talk about those five aspects in the next our episodes, so that you can actually maybe learn or exchange with the ideas how to increase, for instance, positive emotions.
Yeah, and there are many positive emotions. And we have, of course, love and joy and calm.
Flow, relaxation. I'm actually curious how many positive emotions every average person can actually mention. But we will talk about this in next episode.
Yeah, and for now, we want to suggest you to do an exercise precisely focused on positive emotions that you experience. Anya, would you like to explain?
I will do my best to explain it. Then the idea is how to experience more positive emotions. Think about your last week, about your last 5 days. What positive emotions did you experience? Apart from it, think, what have you done? Jasper mentioned about drinking coffee. I was with you, there was a sun, cat was running around. So think about the situation that made that you felt this positive emotion. Next to it, write how did you feel, how it was it for you, and how it came that this emotion was arising inside of you. And then for the next 5 days or for the next week, try to think what can you do to experience again those positive emotions. Then Jasper, do you have any idea what you want to do next week to experience a positive emotion?
Ah, that's a very good question. Well, I can have coffee every day, of course, right?
Right. It's a very good idea to celebrate the positive habits and to continue with them. Then, to give you a bit more curiosity what we're gonna say in our next episode, let's stay in touch. We wish you a great, wonderful, positive day. And till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mom.